Oh, and the other thing. Oh, how could I forget that? First weigh-in of 2026. It's been a couple of months since I vlogged. Not really sure how to start this because just so much has happened. I'm making sandwiches for my kiddo and I. We went over to my mum and dad's place today. Frozen bread. Basically, I hit the start of November. I can't remember what week it is now, my challenge. I'll put that up later. And I hit burnout. I hit burnout in a big way. Between helping my kiddo with exams, studying for exams, the 115 soft, the weather warming up, just life in general. Oh God, I've spilled stuff on this top already. I just hit burnout. I hit burnout. And vlogging every week was just too much for me, even every 2 weeks, with everything else I had going on at once. It was just all too much. So I hit burnout. And fish and chips became my go-to because out of all the takeaway options, dairy free's hard. Especially when you can't do sushi either because of the cucumber and other things that people in the household are intolerant to. Fish and chips and dim sims was a lot of my comfort food, a lot of ordering out. Spent a lot of money on takeaway and even got it delivered, so it was really expensive. So I was coping with the burnout as best I could, giving myself the grace to just chill out and relax, do what I could to survive, you know. And then my mother-in-law died, which was really hard because not only had she passed, but we hadn't been back home to see her for 15 years. And she'd been fading for a while, and we had hoped to be able to get back to see her, but we didn't have the money, didn't have the resources, didn't have passports. Our passports had expired, and then all that weird stuff started happening in the US, so we're just like, you know what, we're not going to risk going back. We're hoping we'd get back to see her, you know, in the next couple of years. But then she was gone. And that was really hard because for kiddo, that's the first grandparents died. So luckily exams had finished. But yeah, it was just awful because we couldn't go back and help. We couldn't go to the funeral. We couldn't do anything. Couldn't do any of it. It was just awful. So between burnout, between the heat, we've had a heat wave recently. I didn't do this on purpose. This is actually just happens to be the top I've got on, but it adequately described how I've been feeling the last 2 months. And I don't know when I'll get this out. And the other thing. Oh, how could I forget that? The other reason I haven't been vlogging is my computer crapped itself. Both my laptop and the external drive that I've had for a long time. So I've currently got the external drive at the fixer person to see if they can retrieve any data off the drive. Fingers crossed they get something off there. But yeah, it's just been a hard few months. It's just, I haven't had the oomph to just get through the day. You know, I've gained quite a bit of weight. I've taken some photos of some of my weigh-ins, especially from January onwards. I did my last one of the year. But yeah, I haven't had the interest or the mental oomph to do any vlogging, or even thinking about weight loss. It's just been get through each day as I can, the best I can. So yeah, I'm starting again as best I can. I didn't go back up over 100. I'm really proud of that. I'm really, really proud of that, actually, with the amount of fish and chips I've eaten over the last 2 months. I'm really, really impressed that I did not go back up over 100. Didn't even go back up over 99, actually. So it was well clear of 100. Not liking how I feel bloated and yuck. But I got through the heat better than I thought I would, so I'm guessing the work I've done over the last few months, I must have more muscle mass? Wow. Muscle mass than I had last summer, because I was able to cope with the 40 degrees. We had 44 degrees this week, Celsius, and that's 111 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's been hot, really, really hot. So yeah, I even got some 10-minute walks done on that day. On the day that it was 42 degrees, I even put chicken soup in the slow cooker. That was a godsend, because I just did the chunks of the chicken breast and chicken thighs, and put chunks of carrot and celery and stuff in it. And then I had the meat for protein as I wanted, for salads, sandwiches, just on its own, whatever. Then I had the lovely, like 2 or 3 litres of the fluid, the broth and the veggies that I could eat cold. Oh, I put lime juice through it and salt, and on the really hot days, it was fabulous. Absolutely, so refreshing and cooling. It was just lovely. So even that, with the burnout slowly passing, I've been able to make better choices as I could. I had fish and chips again yesterday, just because I was so, hubby did too, kiddo wasn't interested. We were just so burnt out after all the heat during the week that we just said, yeah, let's go again. And it was delicious. I enjoyed it, the saltiness and the greasiness and the lovely thick portions of flake, lightly battered. It's just delicious. But I've eaten healthily around it. I've eaten lots of cherries. I'm still dairy free, for those that are wondering. That's been a godsend. I feel so much better for that. I didn't realize how much better. It's like Christmas Day. I the stress one, I got up with everything. The stress, I was getting stress rashes across my torso. First I thought I'd eaten some dairy, but no, I hadn't. It was just stress. So yeah, the dairy, not great for me right now. I don't know whether it's from COVID or if it's just age-related lactose intolerance, or if it's a full dairy intolerance. But I'm feeling so much better without it in my life that I'm just not doing it right now. Haven't been low sodium. I'm getting back into that slowly, but with the heat it's been almost impossible to do that. Oh, they're doing repairs next door. Lovely. Okay. Oops, forgot the other part of the lunchbox container. Okay, chips for the kiddo. And I have had some chips, potato chips. Made it 100 days without chips, because I was pretty happy with that. But then with the burnout and the heat, and I just wanted salt and potassium in a deliciously crunchy form. And I enjoyed it what I had, but now I don't really need more. I've definitely beaten that craving, that emotional eating with the chips. I now know it's like chocolate raisins and other things that I can just have them if and when I want them, and then it's good to go. I love cherries so much. I'm enjoying them. I have been missing yogurt, I must admit. Because now it's summer. I love yogurt with granola and cherries. But it is what it is, you know? I'm also off caffeine now completely. I don't know if I've told you guys that yet or not, but I'm definitely off caffeine. And I actually feel a hell of a lot better. Oh. Let's go cut the tuna sandwich with that knife. Tuna strawberries, no thanks. Caffeine, yeah, I'm completely off caffeine now. Again, my anxiety is so much less than it was, and that's been wonderful actually. Let's go with some apple with that too, I think. Yeah, let's split the apple between us. So yeah, it's just been hard recently. Trying to get back in the swing of things. I've started a new challenge too, 50 by 50, and I'll talk more about that in another video. I think this one's already long enough. Just here to say I'm back in the swing of things, and I'll see how I go. So yeah, I don't know when I'm going to get this vlog out, because it depends on whether I have to get a new computer, when I can afford to do that, whether I'm using my parents' computers to do this. Plus it's a whole lot of file. I'm hoping I can get some back. I hope I can get all of them back, but I'd like to get some, you know. So yeah, I need to concentrate on making the rest of these lunches, and that noise is annoying the crap out of me, so I'm sure it's annoying you guys too. So I will talk to you later. Happy New Year for those that are having a good year. Sorry for those that aren't. And I love you all, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. And there's my finished lunchbox. Cherries, apples, crudité to go with the hummus, walnuts, and my tuna salad sandwich. Yum. Hello, I'm feeling a lot better than I was the other day. I'm still coping with losing my mother-in-law. But recording that video the other day helped. It really helped. Getting back to watching some of the YouTube videos on my phone has helped. I took a complete YouTube break for a couple of months. So I'm now slowly tidying up the house. We kept it tidy as much as we could, but over the last couple of weeks it's just got out of hand. Today I'm taking it bit by bit. I'm going to do a couple of load of dishes in a dishwasher. I've done some washing that I've hung out. I've been for a walk this morning with kiddo. And today my goal is to get this junk area cleared up. I'll show you. I'm standing right next to it. We're not ready to put away our Christmas decorations yet. We didn't get a tree this year. We've just hung some decorations around, bare minimum. But we're not ready to take them down yet. They're adding a little splash of colour to the house. There's plenty of colour on this table here, but it's all just mess. So I need to put things away. I'll show you. Hang on, I'll show you. Okay, let's start with clothes on the chair. It was one of the really hot days where it was hot enough in the house that there was some leftover clothes that didn't fit all on the line. And again, it was too hot for me to go out and check to take something off to put these on. So I just hung them over the chairs and they've dried. I just haven't taken them off since. Some lemons that have come off the tree, some old receipts from where I tidied them out of my bag, shopping bag, calendars that I've got to put away, old calendars, hubby made pizza, an advent calendar puzzles that I never got to because we were just too sad to do them, leftover wrapping paper from Christmas Day, a lunch bag from the other day, clean dishes that are drying on the towel that I've just kind of shoved to the side so I had room for my journaling. Again, I'll get into that another day. Oh, look, a clear spot. There's actually a clear spot. This is where I've been taking my photos for when I get my Instagram back eventually with my computer. So this is my goal today, to clear this off. It's not a lot. It is messy, but it's not a lot. But it's just been too much to cope with recently. So as I said before, I am feeling better than I was. So I'm hoping that I can actually get this cleared off today. Even if I get part of it off, I'm happy with that because it's progress from where I've been and how I've been feeling for the last 2 months. So yeah, I'm going to put on some YouTube videos and listen to those while I do this, and I'll let you know how I go. I've got my weigh-in tomorrow morning too. It'll be 2 weeks since I last weighed in, so I'm curious to see how that goes. So I will talk to you later. Okay, bye. Oh, and since I've been craving fish and chips, what I've done for this week is I have done some meal prep. I went to the shops. I don't know where the camera is. That's why my eyes are all over the place. Sorry. I don't know what I'm saying now. What I'm saying. Fish and chips. I went to the shops and I bought some boxes of frozen fish. And I have the first batch cooling off here. I'm about to turn the fan on because it's too loud while I'm talking. But yeah, I have the first batch cooling. And I've got another box of crumb fish, and I will do that next time if my fish craving is still going. So better choices, making progress again. Okay, we can see how it goes on the scales tomorrow. All right, love you, bye. Ta-da!